listening to that Terrence Howard video where he talked about Marvin Gaye, and I think it was Bill Maher he was on there with, was talking about some guys in Hollywood, and I just think in general, have so much sex that they get curious about sleeping with men, right? And, you know, I did a video talking about most guys don't have whole phases. And this is kind of play off that video for the guys who do have whole phases that just have a lot of sex and don't really have intentions of starting a family. You know, it's like porn. You know, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It's like porn. Shout out the Modern Man playlist. You know, the more you watch porn, the more your taste, it changes. The more you start to fiend for something different. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. The way you start fiending for something different. You know, first you might like the regular production porn. But now you might be like, I like the amateur shit, or, you know, I want to go to the OnlyFans, or I want to see threesomes, or I want to see lesbians on lesbians and lesbians, and your taste gets sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. It's like a drug addict that they go from one drug and gateway drug and try to look for something stronger and stronger. I take one perk, I need two perks. I want ecstasy, I need Molly, I need crack. That's how it goes. So if you sleeping around so much where you're not getting pleasure sleeping with women anymore, you know, you didn't try threesomes, you didn't went to motherfucking orgies. What's the little parties that's real popular again in Atlanta? In Houston or Atlanta per se, where, you know, I forget what they call them. Man, Jesus Christ, what they call them parties, man. It's not. Now I don't call it. It's not a word. I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where they all sit there and everybody have masks and they, you know, sleep with each other wives and shit. No, thank you. Like, if you get to that point, and I remember somebody I talked about that on TikTok, and the guy was like, "It's just a little freaky." No, it's a lot wrong with that. That's the problem, bro. Like, if you are that far sexually gone that you just have to, like, it's just, sex is not with a purpose no more. You don't even get the thrill of it no more. That just lets you know, really, a lot of times you missed the boat. As a man, you missed the boat. Yeah, you had your fun, right? You had your fun. You know, but after a while, for a lot of actual men, they get old. Y'all be like, man, you know why niggas get married? Because the shit get old. The pregnancy scares, you know, the one night stands, the runs to the clinic, the condom popping off, you know what I'm saying? The baby, she didn't tell you she had a baby daddy popping up acting crazy. You know, all that shit that come with it. I'm not gonna ask you for nothing, we just friends, and I thought we were more than friends. You know, at some point that gets old. And at some point guys get in marriage and they miss that part. It's just no different than women where, you know, they say, okay, I want to be a reform hoe. I don't want to be a hoe no more. And they get to marriage, but then they want to go back to being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it out. You know, you got to get some things out your system. But that's not in every man's and woman's system to go out there and explore. It's really not. It's really not. A lot of these dudes come with a purpose just to be with one woman, honestly. They come, you know, some people, you know, that some dudes, that really be their intentions. You know? But for the most part, if you that far gone as a man, bro, that's a problem. Where, you know, I do threesomes now. You know, especially as you get older, bro. As you get older, I need threesome, I need 4 bitches, you got a problem, especially if you get to the point where you want to try men. You missed the boat as a man. You became sexually incompatible with anybody. At some point, even the most players niggas feel like, okay, I'm gonna settle down with her. I'm gonna settle down and have a family. This shit get old. I feel like most people that go to college figure that out. It get old. It flabbergastes me about how a lot of these women with degrees, especially it seems to be more black women with degrees, they graduate college And, you know, they don't leave with a husband. How not? First year, probably honing around, seeing what's good. The second year, maybe a little bit. By the third year, middle of the second, third year, you really should be dating somebody. You got so many guys or women too that's going your level, going your way. But what you find out also, and I want to make this about this, but what you find out a lot of times, a lot of the women that go off I say this all the time, the vast majority of women go for the same dudes. 80%, it's really 90% of women going for the same 10% of dudes, right? You get these accomplished women, they got scholarships, that's on their way to great and bright things, but they go off campus and mess with niggas that ain't about nothing. Niggas who selling weed, niggas who ain't got a job, they going to get ran through at the trap house. You really thinking like, oh yeah, they getting ran through by the biggest trapper in the city. Absolutely not. That's just what they prefer. So even in an environment where it's either you dealing with the jocks, the hoopers and shit like that, the football players, or they dealing with the dudes off campus that ain't no good. You got all these productive men in campus, no matter what walk and color they are. You got tall guys, short guys. You know, you got guys that probably got that hood edge, but they smart and intelligent. You got nerdy guys. You got short guys. You got dreads. You got fat. You got all these different people. Guys with long hair. Guys that believe, you know, in Islam. Guys that believe in Christian, atheists, whatever you believe in. On the majority of those college campuses, you can find it. And you went there 4 or 5, 6 years where it shows you this is the highest probability that you're going to find a man that's on your level or higher your level or going in the direction you're going with, and you choose to get with a bum ass nigga off camp. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When I put it, nobody's ever really put it that way. And I might talk about that in another video, but it's crazy. But for, like I said, in college, you usually get it out your system. You know, by that year 2, middle of year 2, yeah, you like, okay. But if you just, you know, you will get on, like, bro, I'm telling you, at some point, when you're going in the direction of being productive, when you're going in the direction, even if you're an entertainer, musician, when you trying to accomplish stuff, you can't have hoes and accomplish what you want to accomplish. That's what Umar problem is. Umar want to have hoes and accomplish what Umar want to accomplish. You can't have hoes and reach your full potential. You can't be messing around and reach your full potential. That's why guys get a wife or just remain single until they figure it out, because when you on your mission, ain't no time. When you getting money, stacking money, hustling, if you taking care of yourself, you really ain't got, you got time to fit one woman in. One woman in. When you start talking about 2, 3, 4 women, that means, look, either I'm in college or I'm young and I'm part-time and I got a bunch of time staying with my parents. That's when you juggle 3 or 4 and you find out that shit get old, it's drama. So that's why dudes get married and find that one woman, because I can focus on my goal. 3, 4, 5 bitches, going to the bar. Who got that? If you really grinding most Saturday nights, dudes, it's a release. They might get a cigar. They might be in the basement watching the game. The guys might come over. They might go to the bar, drink. But you ain't out here looking to take something down. Now, sometimes where shit gets stressful, my shit might be going your way. You might want to go somewhere and take something new down. That's every blue moon. You ain't got time to be taking something down every Tuesday. Every Thursday night. That means you ain't productive. When you truly productive, even in the music entertainment world, when you truly on your shit, you ain't a man until you can turn down pussy. I'm gonna say that again. It ain't about being faithful. It ain't about being in a relationship. It ain't about just respecting the mirror. Respecting yourself. You can't be like, nah, I'm good. And that's why a lot of these entertainers get in trouble at. They can't turn down no ass. And you get these cases on you and it go that way. But hey, appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Peace.